Number 7 is trust yourself to make good decisions for yourself. That's number 7. You know, guys, so many times we often doubt ourselves a lot and our ability to do what's right for us. We always doubt ourselves and our ability to do what is right for us when we know within our heart the rightful thing for us to do, the right thing for us. Yeah? I want you to know that you're not losing touch with reality. And the thing is, you know yourself better than anyone else. No one can know you better than you already know yourselves. Huh? So you are your best to be your best advocate. Be your best advocate because no one knows you better than you know yourself. So when it comes to decision making concerning your life, concerning your future, concerning your children if you have one, concerning your singlehood, concerning your marital life, concerning whatever that thing is that concerns you, you are at the rightful position to make that decision. Please do not seek an opinion of someone out there in the name of friend or in the name of bestie. Women, we are always making this mistake. We make this mistake a lot because of bestie thing. You have something that concerns your life and more especially your future. Why are you always seeking decision, seeking opinion from your bestie to advise you on how to go about that? For example, you are married as a woman. Something is happening in your home that needs you to make a decision. You are confiding in another fellow woman to decide for you on how to manage your home, on how to manage your husband, on how to manage your children, on how to manage your finances, on even the particular school your children will attend to. You are seeking opinion and decision of your fellow friend to tell you on how to go about something that concerns you. Or you are single and you are moving out with a guy and the guy is becoming serious with you, or for you to turn around to start seeking opinion and decision from your bestie on how to go about with the guy, asking your bestie, should I accept him? He proposed, should I say yes? Or maybe he hasn't proposed. Tell me what to do. If I don't know what else to do, advise me on what to do. How can I make him to propose? Why would you seek opinion from a bestie or anybody you know on something that concerns your life and your future as a woman? The so-called bestie will now tell you, dump him, dump his sorry ass, forget him, he's irresponsible, I know him, I've heard about him, I saw him. Or even if the so-called bestie tells you, accept him, he's a nice guy, assuming the so-called bestie said, no, don't worry, accept him, he's a very nice guy. What is yourself telling you? That is your actual self within you. What is yourself saying? That is the opinion and decision of your bestie. What have you said to yourself? Is yourself telling you to actually accept that person? If your best friend tells you to accept a guy's proposal, what is yourself telling you? Has yourself told you to accept the guy? It could be that your bestie is just telling you, not even it could be, that is your bestie's decision, her own opinion, but can never be yours. Now yourself is telling you something totally different from what your bestie is telling you. Maybe your real self is actually telling you something like, don't accept him yet, or pray over it, or still watch this guy, don't jump into conclusion. And your bestie is telling you, just say yes, just say yes, just say yes. And all of a sudden you see yourself saying yes. That's wrong. That is wrong. That's why I said in number 7, trust yourself to make good decisions for yourself because you know yourself better than anyone else could. Assuming the so-called decision is a mistake, I want you to understand that it is a mistake in the eyes of other people, not in your own eyes. Even if other people sees it that you are making a great mistake by not doing this thing, allow yourself, you guys help me, allow you to make that mistake. Allow you to make that mistake. Allow you to make that mistake. Don't listen about all these negative people. Like, tell yourself what you want to know because you know yourself better than every other person. Tell yourself what you want, not what another person tells you to do. So trust yourself to make good decisions for you because that is you. You alone knows you. Whatever decision you are making and another person feels that it's a mistake, so be it. Whatever decision that you are making and another feels you are being stupid, so be it. Make that your beautiful decision that they call mistake. Make that mistake. In the long run, you will see that you did not actually make a mistake. You didn't really make a mistake. You didn't. It was God directing you, because it is God and you that knows yourself, not your bestie, not your friend, not anybody out there. So please trust yourself when making decisions. Stop seeking on other people's opinion. They will tell you based on their own way, the way they see things. But in the end, it is your life, your decision, your future. Go ahead and make your decision by yourself. Stop relying on people out there. Oh, hello, Victoria. My wonderful Victoria is here. I missed you last week, but of course I read your text. Guys, I'm going to introduce one of us. She's always co-hosting with me. Her name is Victoria. Victoria is in the house. She's a wonderful lady. She's a powerful rose. She's a resilient rose. Like I just said, the program is about resilient roses. Victoria is in the house and I welcome you. Please, all of you, help me welcome her. If you want to welcome her, but I know I welcome Victoria with all my heart. Victoria, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have missed you, and if you're comfortable enough to come up here and co-host with me, that would be wonderful, because that's how we've been doing it. But that's okay for whatever you decide to do. I just want you to know that I love you so much from my heart. Yeah, and I appreciate all your inputs, and I welcome you here. Thank you so much, and I hope you're much better. All right, guys, while I wait for the outcome of however God wants it to be, let's continue. Let's quickly go to number 8. Okay, Victoria, we're talking about let me just refresh your memory, because you've been my co-host. We're talking about 13 steps to achieving total self-love. That's exactly the topic for today. For women, 13 steps to achieving total self-love. Take every opportunity life presents, or create your own. Okay, I'm not
Hi.
mistaken. I'm not mistaken. Hi, Victoria. Nice to have you. I just introduced
Thank
Victoria
you.
to us, guys. She's my co-host.
Oh,
I'm so happy you are
oh,
here. I've been looking out for you to see if I can see you here, but thank God you finally made it.
thank you. Yeah, I was really down last week, but I'm feeling much better. So yeah, thank you. And I missed your sessions too. But
Yeah,
thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
and I thank God you are much better now. I so much thank God. Please, we don't have to fall sick. Remember, Victoria,
Yep.
sickness doesn't fit us. So we have to be strong. But of course, we
Yep.
are human beings. We can break down. But at the end of the day, we get up. Hope your children are doing great.
Yep. We're doing perfectly well. Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, you just heard what I said now. I want you to take up. We haven't stopped anyway. I have 13 of them here, but I stopped at 7. So I want you to take up this number 8, and of course some of the numbers, if you don't mind. I tell women, take every opportunity life presents, or create your own. So Victoria, talk to us. What do you have to say concerning this on women about taking every opportunity life presents, or they create their own? Please talk to us.
Hmm. Well, that's a very powerful point right there. Take every opportunity life presents or make your own. I completely agree that it is something that we definitely want to take advantage of when we're given opportunities to do better or be better. You want to take advantage of that, or if that opportunity does not present itself, then create your own. I think I'm leaning towards more creating your own because I'm always looking for something different all the time. That does not necessarily align with what I want. So I'm always looking to create opportunities for myself or do something different. Now, that could mean different things for different people. When we're talking about opportunities, I'm not sure if you want to shed a light on that. Are you talking about when it comes to creating wealth or creating job opportunities or creating Social groups. What do
Even
you mean
creating
specifically?
even creating happiness, everything that has to do with life, both creating your happiness, your peace of mind, of course, your own job opportunities. Should you've been looking for job for eternity and you're not getting, you don't fold your arms ordinarily. You have to create something for yourself. And of course, your peace of mind, your
Yeah.
happiness. That's it.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, I agree that when if I talk about job opportunities, that's another way to make something for yourself, right? So if you're looking for your traditional jobs that is 9 to 5 and it's not working out for you, you could decide to go into business, right? You could decide to be a coach. A lot of women now are coaches, right? And that's because they
Yeah.
realize they have the gift of talking to people. They have the gift of being able to motivate others or guide them in their paths or in their life. And they like, you know what, I can be a good coach. Let me learn, let me take some classes to really better myself and then start doing that. So that's a way for you to create opportunities for yourself. Or it could be just you becoming a caterer, right? Cooking. You
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get a 9 to 5 job. You can say, you know what, I'm very good at making meat pies and puff puff and this. I can start making those and selling that, and that's a way for me to make money. All right. So there are so many ways that we can recreate things for ourselves. When we come to making joy, right, being happy by yourself. So if you belong to groups that is just not working out, or you're being isolated, because that could happen where you might be in a group of friends that really don't like you anymore and they kind of make you feel that you're not accepted or welcome anymore. You can start, take yourself to the movies, right? Take yourself to the restaurant and eat and just be happy. So that's a way for you to create opportunities for yourself. So I really like that point that we want to take advantage of any opportunities that arise in our life. And then if that does not present itself, go out and create something. I advocate for that strongly. And it is something that I personally do myself to be better, is to look for ways to do things without having to wait for opportunities or wait for people to offer it to me. So I really like that.
Yeah.
That's a very important point, and I hope
Yeah.
people do take advantage of that and make use of it. And for you to be able to actually do that as well,
Yeah. I really.
it kind of goes back to what you say about us being resilient and just just not being down there because we've been broken or things have happened. Get up and make things happen. It's not the end of the world, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I really love that. I just love the way you put the whole thing. It's like in fact I have seen, like, I've known some. Of course, I don't know some women that we tend to find excuses when it comes to the time you need to create something for yourself so that you can keep moving in life without waiting for anybody. I've had some of them that will tell you something like, I've been looking for a job, but I've been giving my husband my CVs. He said I should bring my CV. I've been submitting it. Is his fault. I don't know what's going on. He hasn't found any job for me. So what do you have to say on that? Because left from me, I mean, you can't keep doing that. As Come on, what happens to you? No, let me not say my own. Already, I've already shipped in, how I feel about the whole thing. What do you have to say about that? You think it's wise, depending, waiting, accusing, pointing fingers? What are you supposed to do as a woman by yourself?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it comes to that, again, we go back to your point that you're saying, get up and make it yourself. So don't
Yeah.
point fingers at someone not making things happen for you. It is something that you have to have happen for yourself as well. Nobody's coming to save you. You say that all the time. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. You have to get up and see, how can I make this happen? How can I, giving out, especially when you come to a Nigeria economy and the way things are in Nigeria, it is so hard to get jobs. So yeah, you might give somebody your CV to help you get a job. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're not giving those CVs out, but we do know that those opportunities are not that many for us back home, right? So I think in the Nigerian economy, you're more likely to be successful when you become an entrepreneur rather than getting a job. If you think about it, there are very few jobs that are available in Africa or Nigeria as a whole. So becoming a business person is actually the best way for you to earn an income. So if you see that you've submitted, and I say this to relatives that I have that are, oh, I'm looking for a job. I said, hey, have you thought about starting a business or doing something? Because that's what our economy actually
That's what it
grows
actually
on.
needs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it needs, right? So why don't you do something? It doesn't have to be, you don't have to wait to have millions of naira to open a fancy store and do this. You can start, gradually, and then, from there you expand. And people are like, oh no, I want a job, I want a 9 to 5. You have a 9 to 5. Why can't I have a 9 to 5? You know what I mean? But those
Yeah.
opportunities are not there, right? And you cannot compare me being outside of Nigeria to you being there. You understand our economy, you understand what is going on there. So you cannot use my experience to try to use that to address your experience. It's not really going to work out. So you have to look outside the box, which comes back to your point again. You have to go out there and make something for yourself,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Victoria. And again, for it over how many years he's not doing anything, please, we advise you to quit. Quit like lamenting and accusing. Stand up, do something for yourself. Don't rely because we are human beings. Whether he has submitted or not submitted, you just give because you are asked to bring it does not stop you as a woman from standing up and of course go out there and do the things you can do for yourself as well, because in the end your happiness still lies in your own hands, not in your husband or any other person. It still lies in your hand. So Victoria, please, I want you to educate us on this number 9 of putting yourself first as a woman. As a woman, I mentioned women not only because it's women's program, but because men knows how to put themselves first naturally. Even though when they tell you, no, I'm not putting myself first, I put my family. There are still some incidents that can tell you and I that they actually put themselves first. And it's not as if it's a bad thing. So, but I want women to learn how to put themselves first so that they can be able to build their own happiness. Please talk to us concerning that on putting yourself first as a woman.
Oh yeah, I think so personally, I have come to the realization that it is so important that we put ourselves first, right? Our upbringing tells us that when we put ourselves first that we're being selfish, but that's not true. You
Exactly.
cannot give hope when you don't have hope. You can't
Exactly.
fill or fulfill your family's want and needs if you don't have to offer. And we do so much for everybody but ourselves. At the end of the day, you see us looking haggard, looking stressed out. We start taking our stress out on people around us. We have a frown on our face because we're exhausted. And we just come out being somebody that people don't want to be around us anymore because we are stressed out, we are tired, but because we don't make time for ourselves, we don't make time to relax and take good care of ourselves because we want to satisfy people. We want people to see us as this hardworking mother and wife. We deny ourselves the very thing that we need to be able to be better. So I told you I was not feeling well this past week. Did I try to
Yeah,
kill
you
myself in
did.
the process? No, I did not. I took time out. I was not trying to clean my house. I was not trying to do everything. No, I needed to take time out to heal so that when I heal, I will have the strength to come out and do what I need to do. And that's what women need to start doing. Your house doesn't have to be, I'm not saying live in a dirty house. That's not what I'm saying. If you wake up
But it
and you
doesn't
have
have
a
to be
headache,
perfect.
it doesn't have to be perfect, right? So if you live in a, you live in a house, you wake up in the morning, you have this headache that is really bothering you, you know, you can make breakfast for your family and say, you know what, I'm not feeling well. I'm just gonna go take a nap for an hour, 2 hours. I do not want to be disturbed, you know. And maybe when you take that rest and come back, you might feel better. You might be in a cheerful mood. You might even be happy enough to do other things for your family. But if you don't take care of
Love.
yourself and you have that headache and you push it back and like, oh, well, you know what? I have to make lunch. I have to do this. I have to wash. I have to do this. I have to do this. And you're doing all of that without really considering the damage that you're doing to your body and to yourself, you're causing more damage. What's the point? It doesn't, it doesn't make any sense. So I think we live in that perpetual fear of being judged. We are judged heavily by people, by women, by the society, the community, when we don't do as much. You have to come to the point where you say, you know what, judge me all you want. I don't care. I am not feeling well, and I'm gonna go take a rest, and I'm gonna come back. When you make your money or when you get paid, take yourself out. Go buy yourself pepper soup or or ECO or whatever. Just relax.
Exactly.
You, you
Yourself.
just enjoy. Men do that. Men
Yeah.
take care of themselves. They make money. They money. They go relax with their friends. They drink and be happy, and then come back and say, you know what, this is what I have. Let's manage it. I think women, we need to start doing that. I'm not saying be selfish about it, but you can be selfish about it. But you have to take care of yourself, because if you take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, you become a better person to your family,
That's
to your kids, to your community as well. We see a lot of women who are just so frustrated, who are so angry, that you see how they lash out at people, how they get easily irritated. And it's not
human
because
beings.
that's who they are. They're just tired. They're exhausted, you know. So being selfish can be okay, but you need to take care of yourself. You need to take yourself to hospital. Check yourself when you have a cold. Don't just say, oh, it's a cold. Or when you're, some women will have, they feel a lump in their breast. They're not going to go check it out and say, hey, I feel this. I don't know if this is right or not. Right? We let it be. And then by the time you actually make an effort to find out, you find out that you have stage, you have cancer, and it's in a stage that there's nothing that can be done. And that's because we did not listen to our body. We're not making changes, or we're not doing things to make ourselves better.
Yeah.
Same thing, go get yourself a nice dress and wear and look happy, be happy, do things for yourself. Is people going to like you for that?
Yeah.
No. Let me tell you that the minute you start being selfish and start taking care of yourself and not looking, people are going to come for you. That you will be judged, you will be condemned, but you have to toughen up and say, you know what, it's for me. I'm not coming to your life and telling you how to live your own life. This is how I want to live my life, and it's okay. And eventually your family will
Yeah.
understand that it's important that you're doing this thing so that we can live long and enjoy. Look at so many women who have, suffered so much for their family, and then they die at the age of 50, 55, without even living long to enjoy all that stress that they endured for their family. What is the point of that? You know?
Yeah.
So
That's
it's something that we need to keep talking about. We need to feel the guilt and then forgive yourself from that guilt, because we will have that guilt where you see, oh, there are dishes that needs to be done. Oh my god, I'm a bad person for not getting up right there and there to wash it. But then think about, oh well, you know what, I have to sit down because I have this headache that is really killing me and my chest hurts. So I don't care that the dish is going to be dirty for another extra hour. I'm going to take this 1 hour to sit down and relax, and hopefully this headache goes away, and the pain that I'm feeling in my chest feels better, then I can get up and go do it. So getting rid of the guilt, I think, will help us
Yeah.
realize that it's okay to choose ourselves and treat ourselves better and look out for ourselves when it comes to our life in general, emotionally, mentally, physically, and all that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's important for us to be ourselves. Just be yourself as a woman. Don't try to be another, because you don't even know what the next person is going through. So it's always important for us to be ourselves.